let's just jump right into it. You all look great today. Thank you for clicking and watching this. This is episode 18, and Eternals was the pre-screens just came out, and major spoilers occurred. We'll probably not reveal those because we don't want to be part of those people that are just doing the spoilers for clicks and stuff. But it got spoiled, and I think it's pretty ridiculous.
A previous rumor that I believe we've covered on the podcast before in regards to said spoiler, but yeah, a previous rumor that just so happens to be true.
Yep. And there was an online news segment that they were the people that spoiled it. They started it was like a place that started doing like an online news media, and then they did YouTube and that sort of thing. I've seen a lot of people say that they think Kevin Feige, Marvel, Disney just shouldn't allow, unless they're like a reputable actual media company, if they started online, just don't allow them to go to the pre-screenings.
Right.
I've never once had a pre-screening review make me decide whether or not I wanted to go. I mean
didn't Venom start off at like 38% or something like that, and then eventually rose to like mid-60s or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't let other people decide what you think about the movie.
Right.
So.
And I don't think they need to punish all online media, because hopefully, I mean, one of my like long-term goals for us is to eventually have media credentials to be allowed into like sporting events for interviews and like early screenings of movies as well. So
really, we just need
the
clout and have the blue verified check.
Really, what I would do, find the next like don't allow that specific company that did the spoiler. Don't allow them to see the early screening of No Way Home. Just like pick one movie, and that company doesn't get to have the pre-screening. Like there's their punishment. If
they're a reputable source and you allow them to view the thing, and then right after that they spoil your movie,
and they spoiled multiple. Like, so I was talking to my wife about it, and she said, well, maybe they meant to schedule the tweet and they scheduled it for the wrong day. I was like, nah, I don't think so. And she's like, I'm trying to give them benefit of the doubt. And I was like, they tweeted twice, gave two different spoilers. And she was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So they tweeted two times in a row within an hour. They tweeted out the mid-credit scene because the post-credit scene was hidden from the screeners. They only got to see the one credit scene. They didn't get to see the second one. The other spoiler was to do with details of the movie with two different characters. So they gave away two spoilers within an hour of each other after seeing it.
Yeah, not acceptable from Marvel's. Like, if I was Marvel, if I was Feige, I'd be on their case.
Right. So I would be on their case too.
In regards to that too, I even saw like a couple stills. Looked like it was from a phone via a movie screen.
And those people, come on.
And I can't find them again.
Well, those people, it's legal. Like, it's not illegal for them to spoil, because like for Endgame and Infinity War, they had to sign legal documents saying they couldn't spoil.
NDAs. Yeah.
They didn't have to sign that for Eternals, so they didn't do anything illegal. But when you post an image, that is illegal, because that's copyright. So that was removed for that reason. The spoilers, last time I checked, they were still up. And he said that the guy that posted those spoilers posted another post saying that people were just being too sensitive about it. So he not only did he post them, but he doesn't regret it in the slightest.
Yeah. When Infinity War and Endgame came out, I didn't go on Twitter for like that week.
Right. And it's like, and that's another thing. We talked about that. Like, when Disney comes out with a Disney Plus show, when Marvel comes out with like Loki, I didn't log on to Twitter until I could watch that episode. Usually it was like at most a day. But you can't expect people to not go online, like, because it wasn't just Twitter. When I went online, it was the first recommended story to me as well. The spoiler due to that post.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're like, after you watch the show, so if you watch it on like 8 o'clock when it drops, or midnight when it drops, you're gonna want to go on social media to see what other people think about that episode. So yeah, it's just one of those things where you have to see something before you go onto social media. In regards to, like, if you're that passionate about a Marvel product, you're gonna have to do it that way. You're gonna have to see it before you go look it up or anything. So.
Right. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. We will never, we do our reviews, and we put in our movie reviews that we've done that in the podcast, we will do spoilers, but in the major movies that we've done, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Venom, we do no spoiler reviews. We will always stick by the give people time to see the movie before we do a spoiler. And if we do have a spoiler when it has not been the amount of time, we will do like spoiler alerts, and we will never do the level of spoiler that they did this past with Eternals, because I saw other podcasts, I saw other like reporters, interviewers that said they've never seen anything like this. They can't believe this happened. So even though people have done spoilers like with Spider-Man and Venom, like how those spoilers happened, there's been nothing has ever been to this level with a big movie like Marvel.
Right. So in regards to what you said, we do. So when we go see Eternals, probably on most likely the Saturday after it drops.
Yeah.
That's typically when we see it. We film our no spoiler
Sunday.
On that Sunday. It usually drops on Monday. But then when you watch the podcast, on the next Saturday, it's been a week. So like
I would
should have seen it.
With major movies, I think a week is fair. And then with like the streaming shows, I would say 48 hours.
Yeah.
Because people usually can watch them in that time. But with movies, it's harder to necessarily get to the theater. I think we give a little bit more time on movies, a little less time on the streaming shows. But either way, we'll let you know whether it's spoiler free or spoiler alert. But yeah, wanted to throw that out there. Speaking of that end credit scene, the one that was hidden, there's been speculation as to why it was hidden. And the most common one is that they're going to bring in a connection to mutants.